Okay, so hi guys.
Hi everyone, and once again, guys, warm welcome to all my friends who are currently watching me on YouTube. So, before starting up with today's session, once again, guys, I'm gonna hold this mic up front because we are having some technical glitch. So that you will be able to hear me clearly. Okay, I guess my voice is clear. If you have any issues with the mic and the video format, please do let me know in the comments box. Okay, so before starting up with today's session, guys, I suggest you check out the previous videos that we have uploaded on the channel of Mastery Academy so that you will stay connected with the information or the data that we are providing. And let me inform you once again that we as the Mastery Academy have launched this particular batch, pre batch, where we are going to teach you the entire process, the hiring process of how multinational companies involve themselves into the hiring format, on campus format, off campus format, and definitely with respect to the recommendation part, we are going to be explaining that. So join in the pre batch soon, guys. The admissions are open. So before starting up with today's session, I would like to once more let you know some details regarding what we as Mastery Academy are currently pursuing. See, we are conducting sessions, guys, on an online basis. We have our own application that has been developed by us. So as you can see, this is the logo of Mastery Academy, which is available on a Play Store. You can download it from Play Store by typing the Mastery Academy or just follow up the links that have been given in the description. You can stay connected with us on YouTube. Do stay connected with us on Instagram. And like I have said, okay, so I guess my voice is a little bit off. I think it is okay now. So, like I have said, pre batch, that is the batch that we have launched in to all those graduates who are seeking the job, who want to get a particular definite format of job, formal job I'm talking about, in one of the multinational companies. We are going to lead you into the career that is going to make you an ace in the corporate world. So, the pre batch, particularly the admissions, have been started. You can join in by contacting us at the contact number that have been provided in the description. All right, so today, guys, is one of the most important topics that I'm going to be talking about. Yes, guys, I'm considering the topic of resume or a resume. See, many of people call it as a resume, and a number of people do call it as a resume. I'm not going to go into the pronunciation fact, but one important thing that I think a large number of people overlook is the preparation of resume. See, a large number of students post in the same resume, the same format of resume for each and every job that they are looking for. So today I am going to explain you the mistakes that you need to avoid in building your resume or the entire process of getting selected into the multinational corporation. So as you can see, guys, and a number of you are already quite aware. So what do you actually mean by a resume or a resume? See, resume is nothing but a short introductory part. See, we are all graduates. When we walk into an company, it is completely unknown to us. We don't know much about them, the working ambience, and the company that is going to hire us, they don't know nothing about us, where we have graduated, and they are not our friends, so that they will be able to hire us on an close basis. So, a resume is just a simple and a short description of who you are and what your educational background is. And if in case they are interested in your resume, if in case they are interested to hire you, where should they contact you, and what is the experience or projects or the roles that you have in the background that is going to help out the company that is going to hire. Okay, I'm going to talk about the details of resume in the next session. Today I'm going to be discussing about the mistakes that one need to avoid in a resume building. Okay, so the first step, guys, the selection system, as you are seeing here. See, what do I actually mean by selection system? See, it is quite clear that each and everyone among us who is looking for a job in the multinational corporation, what we do, we basically pick out a resume. Okay, we build up a resume and we keep on applying the same resume over time, the same resume for each and every different format of job. Okay. Okay, so see here guys, what I actually mean by the selection system is, I'm talking about the tracking system. See, a number of students are not particularly aware as to how the resumes are selected. You all might have experienced this. There is a job opening in one particular company. You post your resume, you send a resume to them, but there is no response. Okay, whether you have been selected or whether your resume is rejected or for what reason the resume is being rejected. Okay, no, nothing. There is complete quietness, complete silence. You don't know how much to wait. You don't know whether you have to wait or whether you have to move on, or what actually is the issue. See, the first system that basically a number of people overlook is the ATS. Okay, you might have already heard about this, guys. ATS. So I am talking about applications tracking system. Okay, applications tracking system. See, what is this and how it actually works? Unless you understand this, you are not going to clear out your resume. See, application tracking system, in one of the previous sessions that I had considered, I had talked about this. I had said that there is a system which is going to initially pick out your resume. There are thousands of resumes that go on for a particular job role. So if your resume is to be selected from those category, from that group, there has to be something. And for that, there is a tracking system. Okay, application tracking system. I had said that system is going to pick out your resume from a group of resume. So application tracking system, relating to that, a number of students called me and they asked me, sir, I have been preparing resume on a very high level and very ace level, but the system, the computer I mean, okay, it is not picking out our resume. See, first of all, understand, ATS does not mean that there is, ATS does not mean that there is actually an artificial intelligence basis of format. Okay, so for example, there is a pack of 1,000 resumes. Okay, if I talk in, there is a pack of 1,000 resumes. Let me just give you an example. There is a job opening and there are 1,000 resumes that have been sent out, and there is a person, let me say Suresh. Okay, his resume is to be selected. Now it is not that this system has an core AI core basis and it is going to scan out these 1,000 resumes. Okay, out of those 1,000 resumes, the computer is going to scan out and it is going to pick out one resume. No, that is not how it actually works. See, you might have heard about MCQ examinations. Okay, multiple choice questions, right? See, here what happens in MCQ examinations, there is a pattern. There are dots that you completely fill in. And here in case of MCQs, there is already an answer sheet that has been uploaded into the computer. There is already that pattern, and whatever answers that you provide in MCQs, those answers they take in, the computer takes in, and it just overlaps. Okay, overlaps. Whatever dots match in, that is the right, and whichever doesn't, that is the wrong answer. But here in this session of application tracking system, that is not how it actually works. So see, there is a person who is sitting in front of the system. Okay, let it be Oracle, let it be Zoho, let it be Hire Me, any of the other systems. There is a person who is actually looking at all those 1,000 resumes. Now he is just not going to sideswipe your resume. Sideswipe means delete. See, you might have heard about this particular format. Yes, online marketing session. This is one of the picture, not clear, but I have just taken this. So this is the picture of Flipkart. You can see the search bar on the top, and there is a filter format on the left side. See, whatever these filter formats is, suppose you want to buy a pair of jeans, what do? You type in the search bar as a pair of jeans, and there are thousands of results which you can see in. But if you want to filter out, you do what? You post out your details, like whether you want the tapered resume, the tapered jeans or the baggy jeans, you're going to filter it out. On the same basis, an application tracking system is, there is a software. A person sits in front of the computer and he looks at all those thousands of resumes. Now suppose, for example, he wants the resume that is being built on the project of data science. He is going to filter out all those resumes as data science resumes. If he wants something on the basis of design, he is going to filter out all those thousands of resumes on the basis of design. He is going to input that. Okay. Now see, understand, ATS means the computer doesn't completely scan up on itself and it is going to pick out. There is a person who is sitting in front and you have to impress that person. Okay, he will look at your resumes, he will look at the important points that have been included, and then he selects that resume out of 1000 and then he will move it on further to the HR department. Okay, there is a first team, recruiting team, and then there is another team, HR department. Okay, only if it clears the ATS tracking system, then your resume will be pushed forward to the HR recruiting base. So how is that going to happen? We'll be discussing that in detail in the furthermore classes. But let me inform you, always be sure about the ATS tracking system, and no, it is not the computer that is going to make out the system. There is a person who is sitting in front of the computer, PC or desktop. He is going to read your resume. He is going to check whether your details in resume are matching up the job roles, are matching up the requirements or not, and only then he will process it out. Please be sure that it is not the computer who is going to make out the selection, because a number of students kept asking me, sir, our resume is not being scanned by ATS, sir. Sir, the computer is not picking out a resume. See, the computer means it is just a sheet, like an attendance sheet. Okay, the person fills in, the teacher fills in the attendance. On the same basis, person will sit in front of the computer using that software of ATS, and he will see your resume. If it matches, he will push it forward. Definitely he will use some filters there, like depending on, I want design engineer, I want maintenance engineer, I want a particular BPO process role. Okay, there are thousands of resume, right? He has to select that. So now you have to prepare your resume so that it will make the person who is sitting in front of the computer to pick your resume. Okay, and he will only do that once your resume is quite impressive, once it is matching up with the job profile. Okay, be sure about that ATS. Now coming back to the second format, keywords. See, one important thing that a number of students do in resume is they just add up the details, guys. For example, I've just taken out one of the job role here. Okay, see the job requirement. Let me say once again, the job is for a data science role. Okay, they are hiring for a data scientist. One particular company is hiring for a data scientist. Now in resume, what a number of students actually do is, in the skill set or in the experience format that they include in the resume, they add up the keyword like analytical skills. Okay, just an example, analytical skills, and then they add up about production details. Okay, I was in production maintenance, or I was a production supervisor, and everything. Okay, I'm talking about keywords. See, the keywords are an important factor only when it is required. In your resume, if you talk about only analytical skills, the person who is looking at your resume, he won't be able to understand which skills exactly are you referring to. Analytical skills means what skills are you talking about? You have to add something in front. Analytical skills. For example, sir, I have analyzed for about 2 years. I was in the analysis team where we used to analyze the issues that were being developed. You have to add some sentence here in front. Only highlighting the keywords is not going to make your resume outshine. And production details. Okay, suppose you were a production supervisor. You'll add up in your resume. Okay, highlight the words or keywords, because a number of students think keywords are important, and whenever you see that keyword, they are going to pick out your resume. No, that is only partially true, guys. See, keywords, he'll look at the keywords. So suppose, for example, you were a supervisor, production supervisor. What did you supervise and what production are you talking about? You should mention that in detail clearly. Just presenting the keywords is not going to help. You should say, production supervisor, I used to supervise the components that were being made on Haas machine or any other production machine. I used to supervise a team of 3 to 4 people who were producing this particular component. I used to supervise a team which was assembling a gearbox. Okay, you have to mention something, just highlighting the keywords. The person who will be reading, always remember, there is a person who is reading your resume. Okay, it is not AI, it is not computer, it is not working by itself. No, there is a person filtering out, and there is a person who will go through your resume. Okay, I'm talking about the first recruiting team. If it suits the requirements, then they will send it further to the HR manager or the HR department. Okay, always remember, Keywords, add keywords with specificity, add up some details, and don't cram up your resume, because I've seen a number of students, they'll add a set of points, they'll add everything that they know. For example, if you're hiring for a data scientist, he will add up that I know Python, SQL, Kotlin, everything. Okay, he's not concerned whatever you know, what grades have you got, or how good of a person you are. He's only concerned the qualities that he is going to utilize, the qualities that is going to make him profitable. So your resume should highlight everything clearly. Keywords, it should be on a descriptive basis, elaborate them. Okay, adding keywords directly is not going to make your resume outshine. All right, and coming back to the third, third point I've included as job role. See, job role is very important, guys. A number of students, what they are doing, they have already made up a resume. Okay, already they have prepared a resume. They're applying the same resume for the same post of data scientist. They're applying the same resume for another analytical position. For the same resume, they're applying for the BPO post. For the same resume, they're applying for the supervised position. Each and every position they're putting in the same resume. See, that once again is not going to adopt. Whenever job role is specifically mentioned, your resume should include only those points, those skills, those experience, and those details that is matching up the job role. You have to change your resume for each and every different job. Putting in the same resume or posting in the same resume for each and every job role, that is not going to work. You have to analyze the job role. You have to analyze, you have to study which company you are applying and what the company does, how is it that you are going to benefit them, and what are the benefits that they are providing you, whether it actually matches us or not. See, a graduation, I would say about a minimum 3 years of course. Okay, let it be BSc or 4 years of course, engineering or masters, I would say 6 years. You have learned for 3 years, 5 years, 4 years, 6 years, and professionally you are completing courses and everything. Job role, there is only one page. And always remember, a single sheet of resume is very effective. I'm not saying that only prepare one page. No, that is not I'm saying. What I am saying is it should clearly specify the job role. Out of these 3 years of study that you have done, only include the points that is matching this particular description. Those skills that matches up here. So don't include everything and post on the same resume for each and every other posting or each and every other job role. That is not going to work. Once again, always remember, analyze the job that you are applying for. See, getting a job is a kind of a skill. You have to work for that. Like I've also said in the previous session, building up a resume, a ready-made resume, and then posting it for each and every factor, that will not help. You have to strive, you have to work, guys. Okay, building resume is also one form of skill. You have to work. A number of people don't do that. They don't study the company. They just move up with the flow, move up with the cycle. And whenever they are being rejected for a number of reasons, they get, on a negative basis, they get undetermined, that they lose their faith, they lose their confidence. So that should not happen. If you follow the right cycle, definitely you will find a job that you're looking for. Now coming back to the fourth point, lying. See, one of the major reasons that I have come across that a number of people, a number of students are doing they're lying about everything. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm completely a truthful person. Definitely we are all human beings and mistakes, we all do mistakes. But lying in resume, that is not going to, specifically work out according to me. Because see guys, it is not just about getting the job. Okay, suppose for example, you lied about something. Let me say, let me talk in that you have an experience, 2 years experience of a particular field. What you do in your resume, you include that I have completely 4 years of experience. Okay, and then you add up some different certificates, you add up some different skills that you don't know about. You just look whatever is running in the market, you include that in your resume. You see whatever is working out for some other person, and you'll think that, oh, it has worked for him and it might work for me, and you will just push in forward. Okay, I'm not just talking about the experience details, I'm talking about each and everything that you include. Suppose for example, you have completed this web designer course. Okay, you have a certification in that, and you include, I have completed web designer course, and you include that I've also completed a project. Well, the truth is you have not worked on project, but you have some idea that how the projects get done and how it actually runs along the cycle. Okay, Now, after you clear out the interview and you clear out the entire process, after lying, definitely lying will get you a job. I'm not saying that it will not work. Definitely, a number of people, a number among us, what they are doing, what we are doing, will lie to get a job. But one thing I do not understand is, after getting the job, you have to work there. You have to sit in front of a system. You have to get involved with that environment, and you have to be productive. Okay, it's not that you got a job and you are not working out, and within 4 to 5 months, definitely the company will come to know that whatever you are doing is not working. And see, first of all, the MNC is not concerned what you have included in the resume. They are only concerned about one thing: whatever work that they are giving you, should you be doing that or not, whether you are capable of doing that or not. So lying will get you a job, not an issue. But after getting a job, it will definitely put an impact on your career. You have to be able to do the job on a specific and a proper manner. Okay, and there are many factors, guys. I'm just talking on a short basis here. I'm not going to discuss entire thing here. So lying, definitely be sure if you're lying. Okay, we all lie. Okay, I too lie a number of times, but then again, so lying, always remember, be sure of what you are including in your resume. Resume is not some form of a page. It is the form of the page, the valuable page, I would say, that is going to define you, describe you, whatever education you have had, and it will define your character. Okay, so always be sure. Lying, think about that and act. And then coming to the final important thing, profile clarity. See, I don't understand. See, a resume should be clear, guys. Okay, the point should be clearly mentioned. The person, whenever he looks at your resume, out of those hundreds and thousands of resume, he should, he should feel happy. Not because you have to get a job, but because he is also a human being, right? We have to also impress him. We have to respect the kind of work that he is doing. Resume should clearly mention the points that they are asking. You should clearly see. Don't. I've seen a number of people cram up the resume. They fill up everything that they know. He's not concerned who you are. Okay, like I've said a number of times. And one more thing, there are many different websites. Okay, if I talk about Naukri, Indeed, LinkedIn, these kind of social websites for getting a job, a number of students, what they do, if there is one particular job opening, they upload their resume on all these platforms. He uploads his resume on Indeed, on Naukri, on LinkedIn. He will also give it to his friends and wherever he can. See, that is not going to work, because once your resume gets uploaded, the person who is sitting, he will see that. Suppose for example, my name is Suresh. He will highlight that Suresh, and whatever Suresh resume says, he will get to know that he is the same person who is applying on a different platform. Then he'll understand, hey, he doesn't know anything and he is not serious, and he will sideswipe it. Okay, so he will reject your resume. Always be sure, whatever job profile and whatever resume that you are uploading on any of the platform, be clearly mentioning. It should be clear. And one more thing, I've seen a number of people say, if I talk about this percentage format. Okay, suppose you're filling your resume, okay, on any of the web platform or any of the on the system, there is an highlighting part there on the right hand side which says the percentage of your details that have been included. Some of people only fill in their name, photograph, and some might not give the contact or optional contact details. So I'm talking about this percentage, profile percentage that it shows on the right hand side or left hand side. People keep on filling the details. If it shows that 90% of your profile is completed, then they think that, oh, I have completed 90%, it's showing that it is positive, and they will, without thinking, keep on filling everything. See, first of all, remember, this percentage profile representation, it does not work completely. Okay, partly it will work. And a person who has completed his profile 25%, he has just filled in his name, his contact number, and his professional degree, he might get a call. Okay, I'm not saying that he will get a call, he might get a call. And another person who has completely filled his profile, he has included his experience, his details, everything, so on and so on, he might not get a call. What I'm trying to say, this percentage profile representation of resume filling in details, that is not accurate. Okay, don't build your resume on the basis of this percentage representation. Sorry. Okay, always be sure you have to build a resume as per requirement. See, there are various softwares or various applications that show this kind of profile details, percentage profiles. They have to do business, guys. Okay, some might work actually, but a large number among them, they have to carry on their business. So I would recommend that don't build your resume on the basis of profile details representation. Know the resume that you are building. You have to be sure he is not going to tell you whether your resume is okay or not. And even if he says 100% that you have completed your profile, there is no guarantee of some kind that if you fill in the complete details, you're going to get a call from the company, or you're going to be called back to the interview. Okay, so always remember, be very clear. Profile clarity. Your resume should be vociferous. Vociferous means it should speak out. A person, if he looks at your resume, he should be impressed. And I am not saying that you have to completely highlight everything. Okay, उसमें डिजाइनिंग्स डाल दो, उसमें कुछ चमकीला चमकीला magical sparks. That is not going to work. Keep your resume simple, on a very simple basis, and highlight only those words that are specific, like your name, contact details. Only boldify them. Okay, make those only has to be bold. Like I said, keywords. If you're adding any keyword, you should mention some form of short elaborate detail in that. Don't keep on adding keywords now and then again, and don't include everything in your resume. It should be clear. Don't cram it up. Okay, don't completely fill a resume. As short and clear and neat it is, there are high chances of getting selected. Okay, I am in the next session going to show you how to build out a resume, proper resume that is going to actually consider. So always be sure the mistakes that you have to avoid. Prepare your resume according to the tracking system, application tracking system. And no, it is not the computer or AI that is doing the tracking. There is a person sitting in front. He is going to read your resume, he is going to filterize them, and he is going to pass it on to the HR department. So be sure that the person who is checking your resume in the tracking system, he is going to like your resume. And then keywords. Don't keep on adding only keywords. Don't highlight keywords. Mention something elaborate or connected. Okay, just like adding supervisor, manager, team leader. You have to tell what did you lead. You have to tell what did you supervise. Okay, you have to add those details. And your resume, like I said, it should be clear. One more important thing, what I said, and lying, yes, be very sure about that. Okay, whatever you it is up to your personal suggestion, guys. Whatever you are doing, always be sure that you know what you're doing in the resume. If he asks you about that point, you should be able to express it out clearly to him. And don't apply the same resume each and everywhere that you keep on looking for jobs. Same resume at the same job posting and the same resume at the same job on different platforms, once again, is not going to work. Okay, so this is some of the short analysis that I have done. We are going to be discussing furthermore in details in the pre-batch. Okay, the admissions are open, guys. Join the Mastery Academy. The pre-batch, we are going to consider these sessions on online basis. We have our own application, like I've said in the beginning, Mastery Academy app, and download it from Google Play Store. You can stay connected with us on YouTube. Join the WhatsApp group, join the Telegram channel, so that you will get the furthermore details of what we are doing. We will be considering all those details. I'll be telling you the entire process, guys. Okay, after graduation, a number of students think, say, one important thing, a number of students are still confused that they can only get job of 30K or 40K as being freshers. A number of people think that freshers think they cannot get jobs of 60K, 70K, 50K. I'm talking about a little bit higher salary. A number among us don't know where to actually look for those format of, or for those kind of jobs, where to apply, what the system is, how you have to respond, how you have to prepare, and talking about the resume, how you have to behave in the interviews. Right, so all those details we'll be discussing. It is going to be for a period of about 45 to 60 days. That is for 2 months, guys. Entire course will be available to you on a recorded basis, 6 months validity time. And furthermore details, like we have explained before, contact us at the contact number if you want to know something furthermore. So that's it, guys, today for joining. We have tried to explain on a short basis that we have thought of. Furthermore, we'll be discussing in the classes, guys. Okay, so thank you once again for joining us, being live on YouTube on this wonderful platform of Mastery Academy. So join the Mastery Academy, guys, and know your way. That's it, guys. Have a great time until the next session. Thank you, guys, once again, and bye, guys.